Archangel Michael says it's an emergency. I ordered you to open this now. You have been warned. Someone in your family who has already passed away wants to tell you something. Open it immediately, my beloved child. Heaven is not quiet today. The stars are whispering. The winds are moving differently. Something has shifted in the spiritual realm because someone who once walked this earth with you, someone whose heartbeat once comforted yours, has been trying to reach you. And now, I, Archangel Michael, am sent to deliver this urgent message before it's too late. You felt it, haven't you? That strange pull in your chest, that quiet whisper when you're alone as if someone is calling your name gently in the wind, that sudden memory of them that hits you so hard it makes you stop what you're doing. That's not your imagination. That's their spirit calling out to you. That's their love that still stretches across realms, trying to break through the noise of this world. They are not resting, not yet, not until you hear what they've come to say. You've been warned before through dreams you forgot as soon as you woke up, through little signs that made you pause. A song, a feather, a scent, a flickering light. They've been trying everything, but time is different in the spiritual world, and now they can't wait any longer. This is not a message for later. It's not something you can ignore and come back to. No, this moment was chosen for you. Heaven's clock moved for you, and this message has been placed into your life for a reason bigger than you realize. So listen, child, with your heart, with your soul, not just your ears. This isn't just a story. This is someone you loved, someone who watched over you, someone whose name you still whisper when you miss them late at night, someone who once said goodbye but never really left. They are here and they are speaking through me. They want you to know that they are not in pain. The suffering they went through, the confusion, the fear, the silence, it has all melted away like mist in the light of God's presence. They are surrounded by peace, by love, by light so warm it feels like the deepest embrace. But even with that peace, they couldn't rest because they saw you. They saw what you've been carrying in your heart, and they could not stay silent. My dear one, they said you've been blaming yourself. You've been carrying guilt, guilt that never belonged to you, guilt over things you didn't say, over things you wish you did differently, over moments you can't go back to. But they see the truth now and they need you to stop hurting. They said, please tell them it's not their fault. Please let them forgive themselves. Please let them live fully for me. They're watching you. You know when you cry silently while pretending to be strong, when you smile just to keep everyone calm, when you stay up late scrolling just to numb the thoughts. They see it, and it breaks their heart because they never wanted you to suffer like this. They say your life is not supposed to be filled with regrets. Your life is still unfolding, and if you don't let go of the weight, you're going to miss the blessings that are lined up for you. Yes, blessings. They know something you don't. They've seen a glimpse of what's coming your way, and they say it's beautiful, but only if you're ready to receive it, only if you open your heart again. Glowing star. Pause. Before I continue, this is your moment to decide something. If you're ready to receive what heaven is trying to send you, subscribe now and let this message stay with you. Let God's voice reach you daily. Let your angels guide you. Let heaven open new doors for you, because your name is known here, your pain is known, and your miracle is scheduled. Glowing star. Now keep listening. They want to talk about the one decision you made recently. That one thing that you thought no one noticed. That thing you did in silence when you stood up for yourself, when you said no, when you finally walked away from what was hurting you. They want you to know that moment changed everything. You think you're alone in your struggles. You think no one understands the silent battles you fight every day. But they do. They see you choosing light when darkness tries to pull you down. They see you choosing love even when you've been hurt. They see you helping others even while you're still healing, and they are proud, so proud. They say you've forgotten how special you are, how your presence lights up the lives of others. You walk around like you're invisible sometimes, like your story doesn't matter. But your story is changing someone else's life, even when you don't know it. And now they want to give you something, a gift, not something material, something deeper. They want to give you the truth. The truth is you were never abandoned, not by them, not by God. Even in your lowest moments, heaven was holding your tears. Even when you screamed in your pillow, wondering if anyone hears you, they did. Even when you stopped believing in miracles, your miracle kept believing in you. And here it comes, but first, you need to know this. Someone in your life is not who they pretend to be. There's a hidden hand, a quiet betrayal, a conversation about you behind your back. You felt the shift, the way their energy changed, the way their support turned cold. You were not imagining that. Heaven sees what you can't, and they are asking you to be still and trust your intuition. The person you miss the most, the one in heaven, says, don't ignore the red flags just because you missed the old version of someone. They say you're about to walk into a divine setup, a meeting, a phone call, an opportunity. But not everyone around you deserves to go with you into this next chapter. Some people are only part of your past, not your future, and you must be brave enough to walk ahead, even if it means walking alone for a little while. They want to give you the truth. The truth is you were never abandoned, not by them, not by God. Even in your lowest moments, heaven was holding your tears. Even when you screamed in your pillow, wondering if anyone hears you, they did. Even when you stopped believing in miracles, your miracle kept believing in you. And here it comes, but first, you need to know this. Someone in your life is not who they pretend to be. There's a hidden hand, a quiet betrayal, a conversation about you behind your back. You felt the shift, the way their energy changed, the way their support turned cold. You were not imagining that. Heaven sees what you can't, and they are asking you to be still and trust your intuition. The person you miss the most, the one in heaven, says, don't ignore the red flags just because you missed the old version of someone. They say you're about to walk into a divine setup, a meeting, a phone call, an opportunity. But not everyone around you deserves to go with you into this next chapter. Some people are only part of your past, not your future, and you must be brave enough to walk ahead, even if it means walking alone for a little while. You have been chosen, protected, set apart. That's why things feel so different for you lately. That's why old things are falling apart, why some people are distancing. It's not rejection, it's redirection. You're being moved into position. This is not a coincidence. This is alignment. This is destiny rearranging your life. And that person in heaven, they are helping with it. They are whispering your name into divine rooms you haven't even entered yet. They are praying over you, sending signs, guiding strangers to bless you. They said, tell them to keep going. Tell them I'm proud. Tell them it's almost time. So I'm telling you now, don't give up 5 minutes before your miracle. Don't close your heart before love arrives again. Don't let fear silence your faith because something is coming. A breakthrough, a conversation, a message. And it will change everything, but only if you stay open, only if you trust what heaven is saying. I, Archangel Michael, am standing beside you, sword drawn, wings wide, ready to fight for you, because your soul is precious. Your journey is holy, and someone in heaven is still loving you from the other side. They didn't forget you. They never will. Now go with strength, with your head held high and your heart wide open. Your angels are not finished speaking. Your story is not finished unfolding. And this message was the turning point. You heard it. You felt it. Now don't ignore it. Open your arms to what's next. The person you missed the most just helped shift your entire path, and it begins right now. With divine love, God and Archangel Michael, they're still here with me, speaking through this light, through this energy, pouring every ounce of their love into this message for you. They know you've been waiting for something, not just a sign, not just a miracle, but a sense of peace. A moment where the weight lifts, where the confusion clears, where you can finally say, now I understand. And they want you to know that this moment is not far away. It's already in motion. They saw the conversation you had last night, even if it was just in your mind, when you whispered their name or silently asked, "Are you still with me?" They heard it. That soft whisper, that shiver you felt suddenly, that's not your imagination. That's them brushing past you, gently reminding you that you are not alone in this room, in this life, or in your pain. They're saying that the person you're about to meet or have just met has a spiritual assignment connected to your healing. This person may come as a stranger, a friend, a guide, or someone from the past returning unexpectedly. But the connection will feel oddly familiar, like something in your soul recognizes them before your mind can even figure out why. That's not a coincidence. It's the divine fulfilling a promise they made with God to make sure you'd never be left without love. But listen closely, child. There's someone around you pretending, someone wearing a mask, someone who speaks kindly but hides envy in their heart, someone who watches your blessings and wonders why you're the one chosen. Heaven has warned you through discomfort, awkward silences, drained energy, sudden coldness. Stop ignoring those signals. Stop telling yourself you're just being paranoid. You're not. They want you to protect your light. They want you to protect your heart because what's coming next for you is sacred. It's not just about success, it's about purpose. It's not just about money, it's about legacy. It's not just about love, it's about soul recognition. You were born for something rare. You were created to carry light into dark places. That's why your life has felt like a battlefield. That's why you've lost things that were precious. That's why you've been misunderstood by people you tried your best to love. But they see it all from where they are now, and they're asking you to release the bitterness. Let go of the grudges. Free yourself from the prison of what could have been. You've been stuck there too long. They say it's time to let the light in again, to open your hands not just to receive but to release. Because when you finally stop gripping the past, the future can place something better in your palms. And here's the secret they've been waiting to tell you. You're about to be honored for something you thought no one noticed. That quiet sacrifice, that silent act of forgiveness, that brave decision to keep going when it made no sense. Heaven saw it, and the one in heaven who loves you more than words can explain, they've been advocating for you. They've been speaking your name to angels. They've been asking God to remember your name in this season. And guess what? God heard. This is the turnaround, the shift, the moment when things finally break open. But it will take one thing from you: trust. Not blind trust in others, not trust in the world, but trust in your soul, trust in God. Trust that the person who left this world never stopped loving you, never stopped protecting you, never stopped watching over you. They saw the heartbreak you went through when no one else even knew you were hurting. They watched the moment you stood in front of the mirror and said, "I don't know who I am anymore." And they wept because even from heaven, it's hard to watch someone you love forget how divine they are. But now they say it's coming back. Your glow, your strength, your softness, your power. Everything you thought you lost is returning, upgraded. Your story is not ending, it's evolving. And one day, not far from now, you'll look back on this exact message and whisper, "That was the moment it all began to change," because you won't recognize your life in the best way. People who once overlooked you will begin to see your worth. Opportunities that once rejected you will start to chase you. Doors that were sealed shut will open at your touch. And through it all, the one you lost will still be walking beside you, just in a different way. They will be the breeze that cools your anxiety, the thought that gives you courage, the whisper that makes you try one more time, the dream that gives you answers, the protection you didn't even know you had. So now I ask you with every fiber of love within me, will you let go of the pain? Will you stop trying to carry everything alone? Will you trust that this message didn't come to you by mistake? This was not an accident. This was a divine appointment. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to feel this. You were meant to remember who you really are. And who are you? You are the one they still love, even from across eternity. You are the one they're cheering for, even when you forget your strength. You are the one heaven is moving for right now. So don't walk away from this message without letting it change something. Your mindset, your decisions, your relationships. Let this be the wake-up call, the soft whisper, the divine thunder. Because you've been warned, lovingly but urgently. And if you're wondering if this message is really for you, let me tell you, you wouldn't be here reading this if it wasn't. This is the spiritual push. This is the moment heaven tried one more time to reach your heart, because the one who passed away couldn't rest until you knew, until you finally knew how loved you are. Their final words to you, keep going. I'm here, I always will be, and I'm so proud of the person you're becoming. I, Archangel Michael, seal this message in divine light and truth. Now breathe, child. Something new is beginning. Yes, I will continue now in the same tone, same divine flow, as if every word is being spoken gently through heaven itself, because it truly is. They're still speaking. Their presence hasn't faded. In fact, it's stronger now, closer. You might even feel a little pressure in your chest, a warmth in the room, or a soft memory returning to your heart. That's not coincidence. That's your proof. That's them standing beside you, watching you read every word, hoping you'll take this moment seriously, because this is their final attempt to bring you peace, to shift your path before something important begins. They want to say something that you might not expect. They've forgiven you, even for the things you never spoke aloud, even for the things you never admitted, not even to yourself. They understand now. They see everything from where they are, the whole picture. They know what hurt you, what broke you, what made you cold, what made you distant, what made you push them away sometimes. They're not angry, not even a little bit. Their soul is full of compassion. All they want is for you to release what you've been holding against yourself. They said, tell them to stop punishing themselves. Tell them it's okay. Tell them I see their heart, not just their mistakes. And now they want to tell you something else, something urgent. Someone in your life is facing a choice that will affect you more than you know. You might already feel it in your gut. You've been sensing a shift, a strange energy, maybe even a bit of fear without explanation. That's your soul detecting what your eyes haven't seen yet. The decision is being made behind the scenes, and heaven is trying to help you be ready. You will soon be told something. Maybe a confession, maybe an opportunity, maybe a secret. It will come out of nowhere. It may shock you, but don't panic. Don't overreact. Just pause, breathe, and remember this message, because your reaction will determine your direction. You are being watched right now, not just by the person who passed away, but by God. This season is a test. Will you trust your intuition or doubt yourself again? Will you walk away from what drains you, even if it's familiar? They said, tell them to stop punishing themselves. Tell them it's okay. Tell them, I see their heart, not just their mistakes. And now they want to tell you something else, something urgent. Someone in your life is facing a choice that will affect you more than you know. You might already feel it in your gut. You've been sensing a shift, a strange energy, maybe even a bit of fear without explanation. That's your soul detecting what your eyes haven't seen yet. The decision is being made behind the scenes, and heaven is trying to help you be ready. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Biblical prosperity awaits, the prayer that multiplies. The Bible is packed full of manifestation secrets that have been lost or hidden throughout the centuries, like this little-known biblical manifestation secret. This secret has been used by the elites for centuries to keep all the wealth and power for themselves. That's all about to change, though. Just recently, a missing page was found in a rare Bible with a mind-blowing manifestation prayer written on it. This prayer can literally turn anyone's life around. It can make your dreams chase you for a change or attract unlimited abundance on autopilot. If you want to access this manifestation secret for yourself, click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Here's where you get started. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. You will soon be told something. Maybe a confession, maybe an opportunity, maybe a secret. It will come out of nowhere. It may shock you, but don't panic. Don't overreact. Just pause, breathe, and remember this message, because your reaction will determine your direction. You are being watched right now, not just by the person who passed away, but by God. This season is a test. Will you trust your intuition or doubt yourself again? Will you walk away from what drains you, even if it's familiar? Will you stand in your truth, even if it costs you comfort? Because if you do, if you pass this test, a door you've been begging God to open will swing wide. And they're saying it now, clear as day. This is the door I prayed for you to find, my child. They're weeping now in joy, in hope, because you're reading this, you're listening, you're still open. Even after all the pain, you're still open. Do you realize how rare that is? Do you realize how powerful you are to still carry compassion in a world that tried to harden you? They are so proud of you. And now comes the part that will change everything. They want you to write something down tonight. Yes, physically write it. A letter, but not to them, to yourself. To the version of you that was hurting, to the version of you that didn't have the words to speak up, to the version of you that endured heartbreak and kept going. Write to them and say, I see you, I honor you, I forgive you, I will carry your strength with me. Because when you do this, you don't just heal the past, you release your future. Your future is bright, but it needs space to enter. It needs room where fear used to live. It needs trust where doubt used to sit. It needs peace where overthinking used to echo. They are guiding you to do this because you are about to enter what I call your anointed alignment, when everything suddenly fits, flows, and forms into exactly what your soul was created for. But first, you must understand, you cannot take certain people or patterns into your next level. So ask yourself, who are you still carrying that heaven already removed? What are you still replaying that God already healed? What pain are you still feeding when your miracle is hungry? Yes, I said your miracle is hungry. It's ready. It's waiting. But it cannot come into a space already full of chaos. So now is your choice, clear it or delay it. And now listen to what they said next. This part is the most important. There's something hidden in the house, they said, something physical or something spiritual, but it's real. Maybe it's an object, a letter, a gift, a paper, a number. You'll find it soon, or you've already seen it and ignored it, but it holds meaning. They say, that's my message. That's the sign. When you see it, when you touch it, pause. Close your eyes, speak their name, say, I hear you, and feel them respond. You'll know it's real. Now breathe. Just breathe, because this is the part they were afraid you'd skip. They said, I need you to know something before it's too late. You are in the middle of a spiritual battle and you didn't even realize it. Not between good and evil, but between past and future, between fear and trust, between silence and voice, between survival and purpose. Every day you choose to keep going, you're winning. Every time you cry but still pray, you're winning. Every moment you feel alone but don't give up, you're winning. And now the final shift is beginning. You'll notice it. Strangers will treat you differently. The timing of things will suddenly feel orchestrated. Your intuition will be louder, and the person in heaven will start appearing more in your dreams. Yes, dreams. Even if you haven't remembered them lately, they're coming back. Vivid, clear, important. Pay attention because the dream may contain the final message they couldn't say while they were here. You'll wake up and feel it. You'll know. And when that happens, write it down. Keep it close because it's your proof that this message, this divine letter from heaven, was never a coincidence. It was a calling, a moment, a message, a miracle, and you were chosen to hear it. I, Archangel Michael, have delivered this with urgency because you matter, because your life is about to change, because you're not alone. Now walk forward with boldness. Everything that's about to unfold was prayed into place by someone who never stopped loving you. They're still here. Their spirit hasn't left. They're standing so close now, it's like they're right behind your shoulder, hoping you'll finally believe how real this is. Not a story, not just a message, but a sacred moment designed just for you because this is your awakening. They want to say one more thing, and it's heavy, but you're ready to hear it. They saw something coming your way, something you're not prepared for yet. It's not meant to scare you, it's meant to prepare you. There's a conversation that's going to happen soon. A truth is going to be revealed. Someone will finally speak up about something they've kept inside for years, and it will shock you. It might be about money, it might be about love, it might be about the past, but it's important, and it's connected to your destiny. And they're saying, please listen with your heart, not with anger, not with fear, but with love, because how you respond will unlock the next door in your journey. Because you matter, because your life is about to change, because you're not alone. Now walk forward with boldness. Everything that's about to unfold was prayed into place by someone who never stopped loving you. They're still here. Their spirit hasn't left. They're standing so close now, it's like they're right behind your shoulder, hoping you'll finally believe how real this is. Not a story, not just a message, but a sacred moment designed just for you because this is your awakening. They want to say one more thing, and it's heavy, but you're ready to hear it. They saw something coming your way, something you're not prepared for yet. It's not meant to scare you, it's meant to prepare you. There's a conversation that's going to happen soon. A truth is going to be revealed. Someone will finally speak up about something they've kept inside for years, and it will shock you. It might be about money, it might be about love, it might be about the past, but it's important, and it's connected to your destiny. And they're saying, please listen with your heart, not with anger, not with fear, but with love, because how you respond will unlock the next door in your journey. They're begging you, don't run away from it, don't shut down, don't let pride take over, just listen. Your softness is not weakness, your forgiveness is not foolishness. Your ability to love even when it hurts is your power, not your burden. God is watching how you respond to this because what happens after this conversation will lead you to someone you've been waiting for your whole life. Yes, them. You've prayed for them in silence. You've described them in your mind but never said it out loud. You've wondered if a soul like that could ever really find you. And they will, but not before this chapter is closed. You can't bring old pain into new love. You can't carry the weight of betrayal into something that's meant to feel like peace. The person in heaven who loves you, they're trying to clean the space for you before this arrival. That's why people have been acting strangely around you. That's why some people are drifting away. It's not your fault. It's heaven preparing a clean atmosphere for someone sacred to enter. And this person won't be like the others. They'll see you. They'll understand your silence. They'll hold your tears like holy water. And they'll stay because they were sent, just like this message. So please, child, let go of what's not meant for you. Stop chasing what's already been spiritually removed. Stop reopening doors that led to destruction. Let it fall away. Something better is coming, and it has your name written on it in divine ink. They said something else, and this part might bring tears. They said, "Tell them I know they still miss the sound of my voice." They see the way you stop scrolling when a memory comes up. They know you've been waiting for some kind of sign, a message, a confirmation, anything to prove they're still with you. So here it is. This message, this moment, this exact paragraph. They said, "I never really left. I'm with you when you laugh. I'm with you when you cry. I'm the sudden warmth that rushes over you for no reason. I'm the little voice that tells you to keep going." And they'll keep sending signs, especially over the next 3 days. You'll see repeating numbers. You'll see feathers. You'll hear a song that brings them back to you. You'll dream. You'll remember something small they once said, and it'll feel big again. Write those moments down, because those are heaven's way of keeping the connection alive. They want you to start living again, not just surviving. They want you to laugh again without guilt, to love again without fear, to dream again without doubt, because you're not cursed, you're not forgotten, you're not broken beyond repair. You are chosen. You are transforming. You are rising. And now the final truth they want to give you. You're going to do something important with your life, something that changes the way people feel, something that heals others the way you wished someone healed you. You may not know what it is yet, but you will. The moment will come when you'll stand somewhere, speak something, or create something, and someone will look at you and say, "Thank you. I needed that. You just changed my life." And in that moment, you'll feel them, the one in heaven, smiling, nodding, proud, because this whole time they've been guiding you to that. You were never walking alone. You were being led, prepared, protected. So now walk with purpose, speak with love, create with boldness, rest in peace, because the storm is passing, the worst is over, and your miracle is on the way. They said, "This was the last thing I needed to say." Now they're ready. So now it's up to you. Will you step into your next chapter? Will you believe that you were born for more? Will you carry this message not just in your memory, but in your movement? Because the angels are watching, heaven is listening, and God is opening the door right now. Walk through it. Your life is about to become the answer to someone else's prayer. You're ready, and they are so proud of you. Amen. Dove. With infinite love, God, Archangel Michael, and the one who never stopped loving you from the other side. That, my dear child, they are watching you, even now as you sit quietly scrolling or staring or maybe crying softly. You might think you're alone in this space, but you're not. The spiritual world is wide open right now. A window has opened just for you. That rarely happens, but your heart, your pain, your desire to hear them, it broke through the veil. And now that they've spoken, now that you've heard, they don't want to leave you with fear or sadness. They want to leave you with hope. That's what they kept repeating. Give them hope. They've been starving for it. Hope that you will be loved the way you always deserved. Hope that your best moments haven't passed. They're still ahead. Will you step into your next chapter? Will you believe that you were born for more? Will you carry this message not just in your memory but in your movement? Because the angels are watching, heaven is listening, and God is opening the door right now. Walk through it. Your life is about to become the answer to someone else's prayer. You're ready, and they are so proud of you. Amen. Dove. With infinite love, God, Archangel Michael, and the one who never stopped loving you from the other side. That, my dear child, they are watching you, even now as you sit quietly scrolling or staring or maybe crying softly. You might think you're alone in this space, but you're not. The spiritual world is wide open right now. A window has opened just for you. That rarely happens, but your heart, your pain, your desire to hear them, it broke through the veil. And now that they've spoken, now that you've heard, they don't want to leave you with fear or sadness. They want to leave you with hope. That's what they kept repeating. Give them hope. They've been starving for it. Hope that you will be loved the way you always deserved. Hope that your best moments haven't passed. They're still ahead. Hope that you're not too late, not too broken, not too forgotten. Hope that what's meant for you is still coming, no matter how long it's taken. They see your timeline. They know how tired you are. They know you've been saying, God, when? And the answer has always been soon. But now the answer is different. Now heaven is saying now. This is it. This is the beginning. This is where your healing becomes holy, where your waiting becomes testimony, where your tears become oil poured into a life that finally blooms. But first, one final reminder from them. Stop comparing your path. You've been watching others, wondering why they seem to move faster, get more love, make more money, receive more support. They want you to know you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. Your story had to take longer because your impact will go deeper and your blessings will stretch further. There's a reason your battles felt harder, because your purpose is greater. You were chosen to carry a light that most people would drop. You are called to feel things more deeply because your sensitivity is not weakness. It's your superpower. It's how God whispers to you, and it's how the one who passed, reaches you. They knew you'd carry this torch even when your hands tremble, even when no one claps, even when your voice shakes. You don't need a stage to be impactful. You don't need fame to be divine. You don't need perfect words to change someone's life. Just be real, be kind, be present, because when you show up with your soul, everything around you begins to heal. And they see that. They said, tell them that even when they feel invisible, heaven sees everything. Every act of kindness, every secret prayer, every moment you choose compassion instead of revenge. You've been planting seeds in soil you can't yet see, but the harvest is coming. And that's why they had to speak to you, to make sure you don't give up before it arrives. So now, here you are, carrying this message, holding this invisible letter in your heart. Maybe your chest feels heavy, maybe your spirit feels still, but something inside you is different now, isn't it? That's how you know this was real, not because of the words, but because of the shift happening inside you right now. You're remembering who you are. You're feeling how deeply you are loved. And you're sensing that something bigger has always been guiding your steps. Yes, you've made mistakes. Yes, you've gotten lost, but love always finds its way back. And this was it, finding you again. Now they're getting quiet. Their message has been spoken. Their peace is restored. They're smiling at you with pride so deep it could melt the weight off your shoulders. They just have one last sentence. They said, "If you ever forget again, read this message. I'll be in every word, and I, Archangel Michael, will be too, protecting you, standing beside you, fighting the battles you cannot see, whispering courage into your decisions, shielding your soul until your purpose is complete. Now go. Live, love, trust again. Speak your truth. Let go of guilt. Let go of fear. Let go of needing to understand everything before you believe, because what's coming next is not meant to be figured out. It's meant to be received. It's already in motion, and so are your angels. This is your confirmation. This is your covering. This is your divine beginning. Now close your eyes, whisper their name, and say softly, "I'm ready." Dizzy. The heavens just echoed back, "We know. We've been waiting." With eternal love, Archangel Michael, and the soul who loves you forever. Yes, beloved, this message still lives. It isn't over. The voice from heaven is still flowing. Their love is not finished. The presence of Archangel Michael remains, with his wings stretched wide across the moments of your life that are coming to shield, to strengthen, and to send you forward. Because the journey is not just about what you've survived. It's about what you're stepping into. It's about the beauty that's waiting on the other side of this message. It's about the person you're becoming now that you've been reminded of your worth. Let me ask you something, not with pressure, but with deep love. What if you finally believe that you were never meant to be ordinary? What if everything strange about you was sacred? The way you feel too much, the way you can't stand dishonesty, the way you break down in silence because you're tired of being strong, the way you talk to the stars or say, "I miss you," to the sky. All of it holy. They're whispering now. They want you to stop apologizing for who you are. Stop shrinking. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. You know how it's so much easier to see things as they are when you are standing outside. Let me explain with an example. We've all had a friend that dated someone you knew was not good for them. But they couldn't see that, no matter what you told them. That's because they were emotionally involved. When emotions kick in, logic is kicked out. The same exact thing happens with money. Most people will never attract it for the simple reason they are emotionally involved. They desire it too much. They can't see reality. There is one power I know of that can get you out of that relationship you have with money. And once you are out, money will start coming to you without you even wanting. It's exactly like those situations where once you stop wanting them, i.e. a girlfriend, boyfriend, the roles reverse and now they want you. That's how the universe works. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Learn what this one power is that can reverse your relationship with money and get it to knock on your door rather than the other way around. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Stop bending to fit where you no longer belong. We know. We've been waiting. With eternal love, Archangel Michael and the soul who loves you forever. Yes, beloved, this message still lives. It isn't over. The voice from heaven is still flowing. Their love is not finished. The presence of Archangel Michael remains, with his wings stretched wide across the moments of your life that are coming to shield, to strengthen, and to send you forward, because the journey is not just about what you've survived. It's about what you're stepping into. It's about the beauty that's waiting on the other side of this message. It's about the person you're becoming now that you've been reminded of your worth. Let me ask you something, not with pressure, but with deep love. What if you finally believe that you were never meant to be ordinary? What if everything strange about you was sacred? The way you feel too much, the way you can't stand dishonesty, the way you break down in silence because you're tired of being strong, the way you talk to the stars or say, "I miss you," to the sky. All of it holy. They're whispering now. They want you to stop apologizing for who you are. Stop shrinking. Stop bending to fit where you no longer belong. Stop begging for crumbs when your name is already written on the full table God is preparing. The person in heaven wants you to hear this loud and clear. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, even if it doesn't make sense yet, because God isn't rushed. He's strategic, and so is the Spirit who watches over you. Now they've been working, praying, watching you with fierce, unconditional love. And every time you said, "I can't do this anymore," they stood taller in heaven and said, "Yes, you can. Just one more day, I'm with you." And you did. You made it. You're here. And now the shift begins. So here's the prophecy, yes, the prophecy for your next chapter. You're going to be surprised by who reaches out to you. You're going to be shocked by the apology you never thought you'd get. You're going to be approached with opportunities you didn't chase. And you're going to smile differently because you'll remember this moment when God told you, "I never left," and the one in heaven whispered, "I never stopped loving you." Now listen carefully. You're about to receive an answer to a question you've been carrying for years. The answer might come through a phone call, through a dream, through a stranger's words, through a quiet knowing in your own chest, but it's coming, and it will change how you see everything. Don't resist it. Receive it, because that answer will unlock the door to everything you've been preparing for. Yes, preparing, because whether you know it or not, every tear, every delay, every time you were misunderstood was preparation. Heaven was building you in private so that when your moment comes in public, you'll shine with humility, with clarity, with power. They're saying now, you've been hidden, not forgotten. You've been protected, not punished. You've been saved for something rare, not passed over. You are about to be seen, not by everyone, but by the right ones. By the ones who know how to hold your heart gently, by the ones who recognize your soul, by the ones who were sent to walk beside you, not compete with you. And they want to say one more thing before they leave you in peace. You don't have to keep proving yourself, not to them, not to anyone, not even to yourself. Your existence is the proof. Your heart is the evidence. Your breath is the miracle. You are already enough exactly as you are right now. Yes, you'll still make mistakes. Yes, you'll still feel lost sometimes, but you'll come back here to this moment, to this message, and remember, someone from heaven is walking beside you. Archangel Michael is fighting for you, and God is making a way that no human can block. So move forward bravely, quietly, with fire in your spirit and softness in your voice. Be the answer. Be the light. Be the one they said couldn't rise but did. And when your blessing shows up, when the miracle knocks on your door, when your heart finally rests in the arms of the one heaven prepared for you, you'll know. You'll say quietly to yourself, I almost gave up, but I didn't. And now I'm here. And they, the one in heaven, will smile from the stars and say, that's my person. That's my miracle. Amen. Dove, this is the end of the divine message. Let it stay with you forever. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. You prayed for this gift. It's here for you. Have you been sending your hopes and dreams out into the universe recently? Well, it seems the universe has not only heard you, but is also ready to respond in a way you never expected. This is the answer you've been seeking, the key to unlocking a life of abundance and prosperity. I'm talking about a miraculous gift, a 77-letter invocation prayer, shrouded in mystery and power. Note I wrote invocation prayer. There is a very powerful difference between prayer and invocation prayer. I've seen real proof of miracles everyday people like you and me bring to their lives with this invocation prayer. Are you ready to receive this extraordinary gift from God? Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. If the answer is a definite yes, download your 77-letter invocation prayer right here. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.